Hello folks, this is Scott Grove, Dr. Groovy of GroovyMusicLessons.com, here to give you beginners out there, and you parents who will not be playing, but your kids will be, a little advice. A lot of people are like, Scott, why don't you teach more advanced stuff? Why is it always for beginners? It's not always for beginners, it's just what you tend to watch. But the thing is, beginners are the ones who need lessons. If you are a pro already, chances are you don't need the lessons. So this video is for beginners, okay? I addressed this question because it was asked, and some people just don't know this. It's very elementary to most of you who are watching, just because you like to watch my videos, but to the people who ask these questions, it's a necessary video. And what it is about is people keep asking me, especially the time of year that it is, which is a week before Christmas right now. And that is just, what is a lead guitar? What is a rhythm guitar? What is, this and that? None of it is relative at all. Guitars are guitars. The phrases lead or rhythm are strictly that. It's a style of playing, not a guitar type. Because you see like a Gibson Les Paul or a fancy electric guitar does not mean that it is a lead guitar or a rock guitar or a country guitar or a jazz or a blues guitar. Those are styles. The instrument has very little to do with it. You can play any style of music, heavy metal or country western, on any guitar. It does not matter. Some may sound better to you for different styles, but just remember those are just two different things. Styles of music being rock, country and all that, or the whole lead or rhythm guitar thing. Okay, so people play these all the time in country, in rock, in blues, in metal. They play rhythm on it. They play lead guitar, rhythm, or the lead stuff is just, it's a style. It's not a kind of guitar you buy. So I just want you to know that. So here's a Gibson Les Paul, primarily with humbuckers, which are what these pickups are called. They are very quiet, but they are typically associated with rock and blues type stuff. But with guitars like this nowadays, they have what are called coil splits. You can ask your salesman if they have that, which you can kind of like pull out a knob or flip a switch, and it will shut off half of the pickup so that it becomes twangier sounding, for the layman terms, and becomes what's called a single coil pickup, which is more associated with country and sometimes a different type of blues sound. So if you want that heavy metal or hard rock thing, generally a humbucking pickup where it looks like two of them put together will generally be the go-to choice. Okay, I'll just grab a couple guitars and say a couple things and be done with this whole thing. This here is what people generally would think of when they think of a country guitar, and that's the infamous Fender Telecaster. Has the single coil pickups. These will be a lot brighter and twangier if you set your amp that way. You can make these sound like anything you want. Roll the tone treble down and fatten it up and whatever, turn knobs, and you can make one guitar sound like another just by how you play it or how you EQ it. Okay, so, but this again is a country or a lead or a heavy metal guitar. You can shred metal all day long on a Telecaster. Great player named John Five plays the heck out of country and the heck out of heavy metal on Fender Telecasters all day long. So again, rhythm, lead, it does not matter. Okay, again, those are just types of playing. Okay? Same goes with acoustic guitars. Okay? Lead, rhythm, it don't matter. There are tons of people. Just because it's not electric doesn't mean you cannot play lead on it. Lots of the famous solos in the world are all done on acoustic guitars. So again, it just doesn't matter. They are styles. You can play rock on here. Everybody does. You can play country. You can play blues. You can play jazz. So a guitar is a guitar is a guitar. You just might want to get a little familiar with the right terms to ask the people at the music store. Say, well, you don't want to go in and say, hi, I want to buy a lead guitar. It's not the right thing to ask. So you would, if you know somebody's going to be playing heavy metal and doing the Jimi Hendrix classic rock stuff or something, yeah, you want probably an electric guitar. That stands to reason. But to say I want a lead guitar, there's no such thing as a lead guitar. There's a lead guitar player. Okay? So that's just like saying I just don't know anything but guitars. I want to be a car driver so I can get back and forth to work, or I want to be a race car driver, or you know, it's like they are two different things, but you're still doing the same thing. You're just pushing down on the gas pedal and sometimes the brake pedal. You know, it's like a car is a car is a car. They get you from point A to point B, but some things are specialized for other things. In the beginning, electric guitars all basically look like this. Okay, so you had no choice, but still today a lot of people use these type of things. Okay, again, a jazz guitar, there is no such thing. There are guitars that are intended for jazz players, but you can play any kind of music on any kind of guitar, period. There are better choices of one over another, if that's your thing. Thing is, everybody's sound that they're looking for can be created by an instrument that is not designed for that kind of music per se. Some people, Ted Nugent, Brian Setzer and so forth, you know, Setzer will do the rockabilly, Ted Nugent does his hard rock on guitars that are similar and designed to this. Way different kinds of music. All the jazz guys play big old jazz boxes like these things. So they can all cover any kind of music. You can get big banded swing, and that's what they originally played on the old guitars like these. They just needed to be louder because horns are loud, and acoustic guitars just didn't cut it. So before there was solid body electric guitars, like good old Mr. Les Paul and Leo Fender with that Telecaster back there, there were these. So there you go. That's basically all I have to say, just for the beginners or the people who are trying to shop for guitars, especially this time of year. Again, country, blues, rock, metal, blah 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 are just styles of music and can be played on any guitar. Just use common sense and know that if it's going to be rock or metal music or something, yeah, electric guitar is probably the way to go, and that humbucking pickups are probably what you're going to be after. If you're going to be playing country music, generally, this is not any kind of rule, generally people will go with, you know, Telecasters or Stratocasters or any guitar with the single coil pickups in them. That's just a very generalization. These are single coil pickups too, but they are thicker sounding, kind of, well, for lack of a better term, more jazzy or bluesy sounding. But they are big honking things, but it makes no difference. I mean, just know that styles are styles, and that rhythm guitar just means you're playing chords, and lead guitar just means you're playing. you know. So just a few basic terms and concepts for you beginners out there. So that's just going out to a couple people who keep asking me that question. So now I have the video here to just simply send you a link to basic information on that kind of thing. Once again, Scott Grove, GroovyMusicLessons.com. Come by after you get that guitar, take all the free lessons you want. They're all here for the taking. Okay? So again, roll back the video, take a look. If you have any questions, simply email me, write me here on YouTube. Ask me what you will. I'll be more than happy to help you through your purchase. Okay? Talk to you soon. Play loud. Bye.